Hi everyone, Mariette here from Inner Connection. Yes, it's an exciting journey from havoc to harmony at home when we step into our full potential as conscious parents. I'm so excited about this course, and I wanted to talk to you about the two metaphors that I use for the old parenting paradigm and then the new one that we will be stepping into. So the old parenting paradigm I call jellyfish parenting, and the reason I have used this term is because usually when I have my alone time, my Mariette time, my recharge time, I go on the open ocean on my paddle board and I'm just paddling up and down this wall that's quite a bit out into the open ocean. And I really find this truly relaxing, looking at all the sea creatures beneath me. And every year we have these massive pods here in the Middle East in the ocean of jellyfish. They're really stunning. I'll post a photo of them as well. And they have these rhythmic movements, and I'm totally hypnotized usually looking at them, and I really marvel at them. So I went down the wall the one day and it was high tide, and on my way back I saw these jellyfish in their thousands dead. And when they die, they completely lose their integrity. So they're just like feeding on the wall, and then they died there when the tide went out. So to me, it was a fascinating concept to think they didn't hover, they didn't hang back, they didn't wait for the tide to rise again, they didn't go left or right where there are huge exit points at the wall. They stayed there and they died there. And that is what happens when we are not upskilling our skill set to be conscious parents. If we just go according to the old parenting paradigms prescribed to us either by some religious norms or cultural norms, or we are still in effect of the parenting that we received 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years ago, then we are coming from an extremely outdated space. As you know, when we are interacting with our children, we sometimes wonder, where do they come out with the stuff that they come out with? I mean, they are just simply more evolved than us. It's the same way then when we look back at how our parents used to do things, and even as a child, we realize, wow, that's not good. I'm not going to do that when I'm a parent one day. And you kind of make yourself this promise, it's an agreement with yourself, only in a heated moment with your child to sound exactly like your mom or dad. You catch yourself doing that. Well, that is because their parenting program was downloaded into your system automatically, and by the time that you realized that it's not exactly the way you would even want to do things, that program was already downloaded into your system, and that is still there, and we are in effect of that parenting that we received. So this year is an amazing opportunity to upskill and upgrade and up-level the parenting paradigm. It's time for that shift. The shift is happening globally, and parenting is an incredible, powerful place to allow for that to happen, because you are going to see the direct benefits of it within your own home, within yourself, and of course then in the community. This is the way that we can change the world. Mother Teresa said, go home and love your family if you want to change the world. Well, we have that opportunity this year. We don't always have that opportunity because mostly we're in the rat race, on the hamster wheel, serving the system like slaves, and we want to create that freedom. So the jellyfish parenting is not going to work. In stark contrast with the jellyfish parenting, when I was in Peru, I saw the hummingbird, and there were so many different types of them. Some of them like tiny, like half my pinky, and others are massive birds. And they flap their wings at about 80 times a second when they are in direct flight, 200 times a second when they dive. They can fly upwards, backwards, forwards, they can go left and right, and they can hover. I mean, that is where their name comes from, because of the humming sound that their wings create, the energy that they create around them. So for the hummingbird, there's no blockage like for the jellyfish. When the jellyfish got to the wall, they didn't realize that it was a blockage. They probably just thought it's an island that they can feed off. But the hummingbird has a whole different skill set. So we are going to go from jellyfish parenting to hummingbird parenting, and I'm super excited to be on this journey with you. Love and light, Mariette.